For more on this, I am joined by former acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf. Chad, welcome.
Well, thanks for having me.
So you saw that very real human crisis unfolding there on the ground in Eagle Pass, Texas. I'm sure that scene plays time and time again throughout the days. Your reaction to the live events we were just witnessing?
Well, it's unfortunate. Look, we see the numbers come out over the past couple of days, and the numbers for June really tell the story. We now are at the sixth month within the Biden administration of illegal apprehensions, over 200,000. 6 months, over 200,000. You have to go back all the way to March of 2000, of year 2000, to find a month over 200,000, and that was 1 month back almost 21 years ago, and yet we have 5 months or 6 months during this administration. So, look, the Border Patrol, those agents and officers, while they're professional, while they'll continue to do their job, they are at their wits' end. They don't know what to do. This crisis is 17 months, and for all they know, they have another 2 years of this. The Biden administration needs to secure that border. They need to put effective policies in place, or you're going to continue to see images like this week after week and month after month. And the situation is not getting better at the border. It's getting worse. And usually during the month of June, July, and August, historically, you see apprehension numbers drop because of the heat, because of the situation there. We continue to see numbers increase because of the policies of this administration. Folks are smiling when they come in because they know what the vast majority of the world knows, which is if you cross that border, in all likelihood, you're going to remain here in the United States for years to come while your immigration court proceedings, you're undergoing those.
Chad, you made reference to numbers. Let's put up on the screen from Customs and Border Protection the number of encounters so far this fiscal year, 1.746119, up from 1.734686 last year. Chad, it occurs to me we still have 2.5 months left in this fiscal year. How staggering are those numbers?
Well, they're an indictment of the Biden administration's policies. Look, we have 3 months to go in this fiscal year, and we've already eclipsed last year's numbers. And it's important to remember last year's numbers were historic numbers. We've never seen those in the history of our country. And we're already beating last year's numbers. And again, we have 2.5, 3 months left in this fiscal year. So you're going to see those numbers well over 2 million or more. And again, it's an indictment of the policies of this administration. They are not doing what they need to be doing to deter this type of illegal behavior and hold individuals accountable. They know there's an immense amount of fraud in the asylum system, and they're not doing anything about it. Instead, they're just allowing these individuals to come in, to go into cities and communities around this country. They'll likely never show it up in their immigration proceedings, and this administration does not allow ICE to actually locate these individuals and remove them. So it's not just occurring here at the border. The border's bad enough, but it's also that immigration enforcement within the interior of the country that this administration is not serious about either.
In addition to the people, you've got deadly drugs coming across, including fentanyl, which is extremely lethal, cocaine, which Matt Finn made reference to. Then there's also the terror database, 56 so far from the terrorist screening database so far, 6 in June alone, 30 in the previous 4 years combined. How alarming is that?
Well, it's extremely alarming. These are the 56 individuals that actually happened to run into a Border Patrol agent and were apprehended. You have to think about the hundreds and the thousands and the hundreds of thousands of what we call gotaways, individuals that cross that border and never are apprehended and never come into contact with a law enforcement agent. So you can bet that those known or suspected terrorists, the 56, are just really the tip of the iceberg, and that there are many more that have gotten across that border because, again, they know what the rest of the world knows, which is if you want to come into the country illegally, odds are across that southern border, you're going to get your chance to do that. And again, the vast majority of Border Patrol agents are unfortunately not on the line. They're not out there doing that national security mission. Instead, they're processing all the individuals that you're showing on the screen. They're simply processing those individuals. Instead, they need to be out there actually looking for the bad people who are smuggling, obviously, individuals over, but also these illegal narcotics. They need to be apprehending individuals and not simply processing hundreds and hundreds and thousands of individuals every day that are claiming asylum, but we know that they're simply economic migrants at the end of the day.
Former Acting Homeland Security Secretary Chad Wolf, thank you so much for your time and your analysis.